Dear student, class 10, today I am going to discuss about the chapter 6, state, citizenship and law. Today I will discuss the concept of citizen. We have already learned that one of the main prerequisites to form a state is the mass people. Four elements to form a country. One is specific territory, mass people, uh, government and sovereign power. When a state appeared, absolutely the mass people of this state are considered as citizen. The relationship between the state and its citizens are very close. The success and failure of a state depends on the sense of duty and responsibility of the citizen. Now we have to be aware of these duties and responsibilities to know how to be a good citizen. The word citizen derived from the Latin word civics. The key elements of studying civics are citizen and state. Usually by the word citizens it means the habitants who reside in the city, the person involved in the administration. So we can say generally uh, the inhabitants who reside in the city, he or she is citizen. The person involved in the administration are regarded as the citizen. The Aristotle, the father of political science. Who was the father of political science? Aristotle was also described citizen in his definition, saying who participate in the administration directly and represent in the city state is called citizen. Look, Aristotle in his concept did not include most of the people because as per his opinion. Cause, what is the cause? Cause most of them are not capable enough, they have not enough time to do so. In the Greek city state concept, look, in the Greek city state concept, women and slaves were not regarded as a citizen. Very very important for your MCQ. They could not participate in the state affairs. Now the national state has been evolved instead of city state. The modern state is very big and its population is also big, and everybody enjoys civic facilities directly and indirectly. And there is a modern state have more people and size is big, so it is not possible to follow the city state rules, but it is not possible to accommodate this huge number of people in the administration, while when city state in Greece, their people were very small size, and they most of the people, everybody could participate in the administrative work. So while awarding citizenship to anybody, loyalty to the state and the political as well as other facilities he enjoys are regarded as a parameter instead of participating in the government. Modern political scientist, very important line of Britain, Harold J. Lusky said in his definition for citizen, the person who take facilities of the state and remain loyal to the state are called citizen. And Mr. Gattel, look, Mr. Look, Professor Gattel said citizen is the member of that political society who is committed to discharge duties for the society, he is entitled to enjoy all facilities. So the citizen is therefore the person who is bound to discharge duties and responsibilities. Um, Actually, he and she enjoy political facilities uh, and social facilities. Um, in broader sense, citizen is the person who live permanent in that state, look, and remain loyal to the law, constitution, and others order of the state. Citizen play the roles in the welfare of the state by their own works, enjoy all the social, economical, political rights distributed by the state. As a citizen, everyone is equal. Modern citizenship concept. All men, women, irrespective to caste and creed, are entitled to be a citizen. Look, the duties and responsibilities of a citizen to the state. Um, Sometimes uh, it's come to the examination, board examination for a CQ C and D. As the state provides various facilities and rights to the citizen, they have to discharge some duties and responsibilities as well to the state. Duties and responsibilities are interrelated. Look, the most significant duties and responsibilities of citizen are the prime responsibility. Look, point number 1, primary responsibility of the citizen to be loyal to state, obedience to the instruction of the city. What do you mean by loyalty? The citizen has to remain vigilant and ready to for supreme sacrifice for the security, integrated territory, independence and sovereignty of the state. The second point, the citizens are responsible for abiding by the existing law and constitution and showing respect to the law. If anyone breaks the law, it creates indiscipline in the society. It impedes normal life. So every citizen has to obey the law and maintaining peaceful life and discipline. Enfranchisement with honesty and acumen is the sacred duty and responsibility of a citizen. So qualified and eligible candidates can be elected as people's representative. Everyone should abstain from voting unqualified and corrupted person. So in our national election, we see more unqualified and corrupted person. But Professor Lasky also said democracy cannot do properly when most of the people are unqualified and uneducated. So the prime source of the state's income and tax are and revenue provided by the citizen. A huge amount of money is needed to run the administration as well as defense to initiative various development work. So because run the administration, government need a huge amount of money is government needed. So the citizens should cooperate the state by providing taxes on regular basis on due time. The responsibility of the citizen is to perform the assigned duty on him by the state. Any work initiated by the government is the work of the citizen. The success and development of a government depends on the morality, concentration and devotion of the government officers and the citizen of the state. Every child is the child of the state. Parents work as a guardian of the child. Thus, vaccinating, keeping good health, sending the children to the school in right time are the responsibility of the parents. As a result, the child will be a decent citizen by having good education. Look, every citizen should have patriotic zeal. The responsibility of the citizen is to wish the state all the success and feel proud of their own culture. They should remember the national anthem, the national history and contribution of the national heroes, scholars. Every citizen should have high tolerance level of for others. The national unity is achieved by evaluating and respecting difference of opinion. Everyone should believe that beauty remains inherent in the diversity. So look, every citizen should protest against the corruption and injustice. It is moral obligation of a citizen to protest against the unlawful act of a person. The concept of law. What do you mean by law? The law usually in a social system are some necessary written and unwritten rules and regulation for combined livelihood uh, abided by the people. Most of the inhabitants obey these rules to control their. Actually, law help us to control our behavior as well as maintain peace and harmony of the society. Therefore, law is a combination of various kind of rule, and it is very important. Rules and regulation, customs, practice, rituals, and codes. The rules and bindings obeyed by the people in social life are called social law. In the state structure, the law enacted in accordance with the various national policies to control the behavior of the people to protect various problems of the society. Um, the statutory obligation, the statutory obligations and instruction unanimously uh, promulgated by the government are considered as the state law. Various political thinkers and law experts provided the definition of law. T.H. Green said laws are rights and bindings imposed by the state. According to Professor Holland, a law is general rule of external action enforced by sovereign political authority. Woodrow Wilson, very very important, look, gave a suitable definition of law. He said law is that. Woodrow Wilson, the president, um, former president of USA. Law is that portion of the established habit and thought of mankind which has gained distinct and formal recognition in the shape of uniform rules backed by the authority and power of the government. Look, characteristics of law. Law control the external behavior and work of people. Law is for all because it is equality applicable to everyone. Law is one kind of order or provision. Everyone has to be obeyed. The person who disobey the law faces punishment. Law is recognized. Law actually makes for control the behavior of people, their attitude, discipline, to control the discipline in the harmony, to maintain the harmony in the society. Law is recognized and imposed by the authority of the state. Everyone obeys the customs and regulation of the society. The source of law, very very important. There are various sources of law. Political scientist Holland mentions 6 main. So how many main sources are there in the state? 6 main source. Those are the custom, religion, judgment of courts, scientific decision, sense of justice, parliament, customs, very important. It is important for MCQ. The custom is the ancient source of law. Which is the ancient source of law? Custom. The social customs are habits, thought, behavior, regulation, etc. They are existed in the society. The impact of the social custom is so strong, and that conflict and revolution can happen if those are violated. In course of time, these customs are recognized by the government and become law. For example, most of the law in Britain came into being from the customs. Religion. The impact of religion on human being is immense. Since the ancient period, the people are following divine laws. Um, so the religion, actually ancient period, religion dominates the people, and uh, peoples uh, confess their uh, offense to the god uh, at the mosque, at the church, their holy place. So the religion, regulation of religion, the scriptures at the important are the important source of law. As the sense of justice, injustice, vice virtue was recognized by the religion, the influence of religion were prevalent in the politics of the ancient and Middle Age. In the religion-based state like India, religion-based state, um, Iran, Islamic country, India, Hindus country, religions form are considered as a state law. The law of the Islamic State are based on the Holy Quran and laws of the Sharia. The Hindus law also principally based on the scriptures as such as the Vedas, Gita, Ramayana. In this modern world, the state law are enacted based on religious norms too. For the marriage, inheritance law, the Muslim and Hindu community depends on their respective religious ritual. So, student, uh, carefully read every page of this chapter, because uh, every line of this chapter, if you not properly read it, you don't understand the MCQ question. So read more and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.